Um, Good morning, brothers and sisters. We carry on our Hoondokhae, chapter 4, Seeking the True Self, section 8, Seeking the Vertical Parent and Connecting to Love, Seeking Love in the Family. True Parents' Words. Due to the fall, humankind become severed from God's love, life, and lineage, and join Satan's love, life, and lineage. When we say that the human ancestor fell, we mean that Adam and Eve joined with the false parent Satan, inherited his lineage, and bore his fruit. The question now is how to turn this around and change our false lineage back to God's lineage. To do this, we must change totally 180 degrees. The fall occurs at the completion level of the growth stage, and we must reverse its course to be restored to the original state. Adam and Eve fell through the misuse of love. In the course of our restoration as well, when we reach the stage in which Adam and Eve fell, we also must overcome this problem of love. Up to the present, people have received love from the false parent Satan. To overcome this problem of Satan's love, there is no other way but to connect it to parents' love, which is centered on God. Therefore, human beings who have inherited the fallen parents' lineage in the realm of the fall must meet true parents and unite vertically with them to find their way along the path that leads beyond the realm of the fall. The divine principle teaches that we must take that position. However, it cannot be fulfilled alone. It requires that man and woman be paired as couple. This is the blessing conducted by Family Federation for World Peace and Unification. The blessing cannot be performed any way you want to do it. It must be done centered on God, the vertical center. Sharing thoughts. Some animals on the farm were talking together. The hen said first, "I serve my master by laying eggs." Then the cow said, "I serve my master by giving milk every day." The pig then said, "I give my master all of my meat." And the sheep said, "I give my master my milk, my meat, and even my flesh." Then the dog that has been sitting beside them yawned and spoke, "I don't give my master anything, but I receive the most love." At its words, all the other animals looked at the dog. They realized that the dog really did not give anything when compared to them, but it monopolized the master's love despite that. The angry animals complained altogether. "That is so unfair. It makes no sense. We are being mistreated." Then the dog smiled and said, "Though I don't give anything material to my master, when he comes back from an outgoing, I run to him and wag my tail to tell him I love you and offer him all of my heart. So to be loved, you need to offer your heart before anything else. Do you understand?" All animals begin, all human beings, sorry about that. All human beings want to yearn for love, no matter who they are. Not only is love the purpose of human life, it is also the purpose of all beings that exist in this world, including plants and animals. This is because love is the reason and hope with which Heavenly Parent created humankind and all creation. Heavenly Parents created all things in the world and humankind with love. However, though love is the reason and purpose of existence for all beings, they may get hurt and suffer pain due to the wrongful love. This is because, just like the farm animals from the story, they mistake false love for true love. That is where all problems arise, because most people are yet to be equipped with the character to love. We often end up hurting each other. Therefore, our awareness of love must be changed. First, we need to change our awareness to understand that love is not about receiving, but about accommodating others. Love is something you give first, not receive first. It is important to know how you should give that love to others. Just like the dog from the story, you need to first think about the person to whom you want to give love and give the love he or she needs. Giving love based on your own decision and complaining that you have not received love in return is the wrong way to love. Therefore, you should think about your object partner first and give love at his or her level. Second, love is not about um, shackling or possessing your object partner, but rather the process by which you can discover yourself and make your character more mature by giving love to him or her. Within the family, parents grow more mature by giving love to their children. Therefore, parents should be grateful to and respect their children, for their children help them perfect their position as parents. The place where human beings can perfect their position as parents is the place where heavenly parent and true parents come together as parents who love humankind and are trying to save them. True parents tell us that the correct way to love is to right the wrongful order of love. We must give love, matching the viewpoint of our object partner with the desire to live for his or her sake, while taking his or her situation into consideration. Two parents have allowed us to meet our object partner through the blessing and to experience the happiness of achieving self-perfection through our spouse. A husband and wife who have received the marriage blessing should endeavor to give true love to each other so that they can firmly establish the blessing in their family centered on Heavenly Parent. Points of contemplation. What are the problems that arise due to the wrong order of love in the fallen world? 2. Uh, to right the wrong order of love, where should we establish the center within our family and what should we practice in our life? 2, 3. To establish a true order of love, how should we educate the secular families around us? Yeah, that's actually very deep, this Hoondokhae. Um, I'm not an expert in love. My pattern is it's quite tough one. Yeah, but I say because of true parents, we come to understand what is the correct path of true love and how the human relationship should be created and built in such a way that flourish and bring mutual respect. Yeah, interdependence, yeah, and value to ourselves and to the other person. Many times the love relationship are built on such a wrong way, like the animals in the farm. I'm giving something, so I deserve love. Many times we think that it's you buy the love, that your value is because of what you give to the master. You give a product, you give something, but we don't give love. Many times we do good things and we expect the other person to give us love because of that, and we try to control things. So in the end, we see out there a lot of broken relationships. Ourselves, we are also broken inside, outside, and we see that human relationships are the most hard to be built, especially when we come from a broken family, and if you go back in the history, from our parents or grandparents, great-grandparents, we reach to Adam and Eve, and we see they are the first family, and they was broken because they cut their love with God, and they put Satan in the center of their love. And because they put the center on Satan, they put the center on such a wrong love. Their first love was supposed to be centered on God, but they make their love center on Satan. They make their love center on lust, on wrong sexuality. Do you think Adam was in love with Eve? I don't think so. He hated Eve. He even accused Eve in front of God. When God come and ask Adam, what have you done? Adam say, it's your fault because you put this woman beside me. So in one shot, he accused God and Eve in the same time, But if you love somebody, you say, God, I'm sorry. I make a mistake, What about Adam was replying like this to God? Do you think God's heart was not melted? I believe he was melted if he come to recognize his mistake, But we see that the path, as we talked in the previous Hoondokhae, we talk about self-denial. The path of returning back to God, it's a path of self-denial. It's a path of penitence, and this should be applied in the relationship too. When we go into a relationship pretending to receive and take from the other person, and eventually take even by force, and then it creates disaster. We see a lot of abusive mom, a lot of abusive dad. They think, we bring the money in the house, we are the owner, I own you, you have to do as I'm telling you, and they impose this will of them on the family member. They impose this will to their partner. You have to obey to me, or you have to do as I'm telling you. You don't do as I'm telling you, I don't love you. And that's actually creates so much disaster in the human relationship. We see children running from home because they are living in such a toxic environment with toxic people, Like in one moment the parents love you, in the other, and you say one good word and it say 10 bad words, and that it creates such a huge hole in your heart. And they try to cover this hole with different things, you know. They try to always try to find their value in wrong relationship, and they go in different addiction and abuse. And the other days I've seen one brother posting on his page a photo, you know, and the comment on that photo was that say 3 words about that. And in the photo was a guy that was in a hypermarket, but this guy was dressed in skirt, and it was dressed like a woman and with high heel. And we see a lot of issue in our society now. I'm not supporting the gay how say uh, community, but also I'm not coming against them. I have friends that they had this kind of issue, to say so, because from the society point of view it's an issue, and we see that this is not normal. When we think about God, that God created man and woman to be in union like counterpart, like divine partners, from this point of view, no. But when you look to these people and you see their brokenness, I was looking to this picture of this guy and I felt so sad. I really felt so sad because I felt all the brokenness of that guy, what he passed through. And I was thinking what kind of family he's come from, how many abuse he received in his life, and what determined him to choose such a path. And it's very easy to go out and point a finger and laugh and humiliate the others. It's not like I'm supporting the evil. It's just that you cannot correct the evil by pointing out. It's not by criticizing them and say to them that they are wrong. Because actually these people, the biggest lack in their life is lack of love. And because they didn't receive love, they tried to receive love in any form and shape they could. And many times this is so deviated. And I was thinking, do God hate these people? Actually, I was making a comment to that person thinking, why you do this, like you should never laugh of this, no, don't mock, don't bullying. And I was thinking, do God hate these people? No, I think God is with them because in their brokenness God wants them to get recovered, as God wants every single person to be recovered, even the most broken one, even the killers, even the terrorists, even these people, even they behave such a bad way, they have a history behind, and this history should be changed, because we lost our first parents, Adam and Eve. They were supposed to be the parents of humankind. We are all like orphan children. We grow up like children without parents, and then the whole world is deviated because of this lack of love. We are not beings of brain. We are beings of love because God is love. And the love is the source of the whole creation. you know. And yeah, we see that all this problem in the fallen world arise because we did not understand. We did not understand what love is. Jesus Christ come 2000 years ago and was the first one. Why Christianity pointed um, uh, out like the great religion among all religion? Because all the other religion, they connect with God as servant or master or but Christianity say God is the parent. And actually it's true. Jesus was calling God Father, and because of that he was crucified, because it was such a um, revolutionary idea pointed out to Jewish people that was very conservative. They could not accept the message that Jesus brought, and yeah, it took us 2000 years to come to a deeper understanding of what is our origin, what is our identity, and how we should live our life. And when we understand that we are God's children, automatically this standard is coming with an incredible realization of our identity and how we should behave. If God is the King of Kings, I'm a princess. I should behave in such a way as the princess of heaven, according to the absolute standard of goodness of God. And we see that all these truths and all these things was brought up by true parents, Myung Moon and Hak Ja Han Moon. They brought such an incredible truth that changed and revolutionized the whole world. This truth is not for unificationist people only. It's not for Christian people only, or for Muslim people only, or for Buddhist people only. It's for any human being on this earth. We need God and we want true love. Love is what defines us. I don't think there is one single person on this earth that don't want to have beautiful relationship of love. Love with your partner, love with your parents, love with your children, love with your brother and sister, love with your neighbors, love in a job or wherever we go. We want to have valuable, beautiful, harmonious relationship with the people that we meet, and for that we have to connect with God. We have to connect with the source of true love. And then we have to understand what this love is, how we should give to the others. Shall I give what I think is good for me? But what if I give what I think is good and the other person needs something else? Hello? That person never be happy. Maybe because that person loves you, in the beginning will not say, I don't like this, or this is not, it's offensive for me, or it's different situation and different things. But we should always ask the other person, and come to know the other person very well, to give to the person love of what they need or what they want, yeah. Well, brother and sister, I'll let you have your own meditation over and contemplation over this point. And I wish you a gorgeous, beautiful day. Yeah, God bless you. Bye.